technically fair is that Matt? It's close, but I think I'm good.
Yep, that's how I was doing it.
Yep. Alright, cool. We are live on Facebook and Instagram. How are we doing, everyone? Jason Polatsky tuned in for a double header today here at Iliadis Field for the Dodgers and the Yankees, as the Dodgers get their 2020 campaign underway. Or the Yankees get their 2020 campaign underway, excuse me. The Dodgers got theirs started last night with a doubleheader sweep of the Diamondbacks. A 6-4 victory in Game 1 and then a 7-0 Game 2 victory that went 10 innings. So originally scheduled just for one game, ended up going technically 3, as we are underway here this afternoon. Ryan Huber steps in against Mr. Mike Murray. First pitch is a ball low, 1-0. Yanks have 4 today, Josh. Keane is here along with Murr on the mound, Pat at first, and Mike in the outfield. The second pitch is a ball now, 2-0. Dodgers have 3. Huber, Zach, and Matt are the trio for today's doubleheader, as Murr misses again inside, 3-0. Gadani, Joey checking in. How we doing? Ball 4 to Huber. And Matt Askew will step up to the plate. Askew, the Game 1 starter for the Dodgers, in the bottom of the first. As the first pitch to Askew is a ball high, 1-0. Murr a year ago, 15 games, 10-1 with a .79 ERA in 50.5 innings. He gets the start in Game 1 for the Yankees as he misses 2-0. Gadani, how we doing? Checking in, saying what's up. Top of the first here at Iliadis Field. Scoreless. Huber, the leadoff batter, took a walk. And Murr faces Matt Askew now as he hits the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Murr, as we said, 10-1 with 2 saves, a .79 ERA in 50.5. Struck out 78 in those 50.5 innings last year as he hits the zone again. Now 0-2, or 2-2. 6 straight balls, followed by 2 straight strikes, and Murr's right back in it against Askew as the 2-2 offering just outside, 3-2. Going to the slider there, tried to find the outside corner, and he just missed it. Murr's shaking the rust off. He hasn't thrown in 3 weeks as he gets the start in Game 1 of the 2020 campaign, as Askew flies that one into the outfield, drops, and Mike gets Huber for the out. So Matt gets a single. Soft pop-up into right center. Huber is out.
No hit.
And Zach takes strike 1. Fourth Dodger. 3 Dodgers today, Gadani. Just Huber, Matt, and Zach, at least for Game 1. I don't believe we get either Hunter or Donnie for Game 2, as Zach grounds that one just foul. Barr, Askew, Huber, and like Josh said, Murr shaking the rust off here on the top of the first, and Matt will look to do the same. Hasn't thrown a whole lot this all season, but he'll get the start in Game 3 for the Dodgers as Murr hits the outside, strike 3. So the Dodgers get one on in the top of the first. A walk, a hit, no errors. They strand one. We go to the bottom of the first with the Yankees coming up. So Matt Askew gets the start in what is game 3 for the Dodgers. Askew last year pitched 12 games. He went 2-4 with a 6.56 ERA in 30.5 innings. He did strike out 46, had a 2.98 whip, and Askew was a guy that came on late for the Dodgers last year. Really did a good job helping them in securing the 3 seed as the Dodgers got hot into the playoffs. Let's take a look here if we can get Askew's stats from a season ago. In his last 15.5 outings, 15.5 innings, excuse me, only allowed 2 earned runs as the first pitch to Zach Keene is a ball. 2-0. Zach Barr roams the outfield in the first inning here for the Dodgers, and Ryan Huber takes first base. The 2-0 offering inside 3-0. 15.5 innings, 27 strikeouts the last 3 outings for Matt Askew a season ago as Keene walks on 4 pitches, ball 4. Askew started off a little rough, had his issues early on, as I think a lot of rookies did, but really put it together towards the end, had some good outings, and was a key for the Dodgers. Really solidified himself as the number 3 starter coming into the season as Murr takes the ball 1-0. Dodgers only with 3 today, so they're going to really rely on Askew to get them through game 1 and turn the ball over to Ryan Huber for game 2 as Murr takes pitch off the inside foot, 2-0. Zach Barr threw all 10 innings in a 7-0 Dodgers win last night. We'll touch on that a little bit later as the 2-0 Askew is inside 3-0. The Yankees piled on 7 runs in the 10th inning as the D-backs and the Dodgers played a doubleheader, and game 2 ended up going 10 innings, so ultimately played 3 games as Murr takes the ball 4, and there'll be runners on first and second for Mike Eliadis. Originally it was only scheduled for 1 game. Murr calls ghost with a runner on first, but both teams decided to play 2 because why not? Didn't really expect us to go 10 innings last night, but it sure did as Mike takes the ball 1-0. Pat will grab the bat. Looks like he was going to run it for a second there, but just grabs the bat as Matt fires another ball, 2-0. Askew just shaking the rust off, trying to find the zone, maintain something that works here early on. That one hits Mike 3-0. That's what a lot of guys are doing here early season, is trying to find something that works. Had opportunities this offseason to get some work in, but for some guys just didn't get the chance with work and other commitments. But Mike takes the ball 4, and the Yankees have the bases loaded, no one out, 3 straight walks as Mike is going to go to second to run. Keene stays at third for Pat, who will hit with the bases loaded for the first time this season. Matt fires a strike. Good looking slider there. Hit the inside corner, 0-1. Pat swings through another slider, and now it's 0-2. Pat forgot his batting gloves. That's a coronavirus adjustment that many or all are making back here at Iliadis Field, trying to follow the precautions that we need and make the necessary adjustments for us to be safe and eligible to be playing. All batters, base runners must be wearing a mask. All batters must be wearing gloves. Pat forgot his, but he caught himself and got it as he takes the ball now 1-2. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Bases loaded for the Yankees. And Pat Lash at the plate. The 1-2 taken inside, 2-2. The 2-2 to Lash inside, 3-2. As he's worked himself all the way back down 0-2 to make the count full. The 3-2 from Askew. Misses inside ball 4. And he walks in a run as Keen will plate the first run of today's festivities, and he'll grab a bat. Kept his batting gloves on, so he'll just grab a bat, step up to the plate. Askew fires the ball 1-0. Keen 0-for-0 took a walk in his first AB earlier in the inning. 1-0 Yankees as Donnie Chrysler tunes in. Now 2-0. 1-0 Yankees, bottom of the first. On a beautiful afternoon from Iliadis Field as Keen pops that one up right to Zach. Mike will tag. He ends up scoring, and Pat on the throw home scores. So Keen with a pop out, fly out towards center field. Murr takes the ball 1-0. Swings at that one, 1-1. Swings again, 1-2, and Askew now ahead. Two nothing here in the bottom of the first as Matt Askew looks to work himself out of trouble. Runners on second and third, one man out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Askew, who got himself in the early trouble, only allows 2 in the bottom of the first. Good job working himself out of that. And the Dodgers find themselves in only a small hole as we get to the top of the second. 5-inning games here from Iliadis Field. For those who might just be tuning in for the first time, we thank you for joining. A little gassed?
No, this thing strains my lungs.
Does it?
And I put it on the death mode, which is all the way down here.
Okay.
So it makes it harder to breathe.
Death mode, yeah, it's death mode.
Like when I breathe in, it's like I'm suffocating, but then when I exhale, it lets it out in full breath.
Okay.
But the top mode on this.
Okay.
Got a little bit of pressure.
Gotcha.
Little sack fly, how about that?
Yeah.
Caught stealing last night. Got a sack fly today.
Right.
Love it. Yeah, we got to talk feeling. Ready?
So top of the second here.
Okay.
from Iliadis Field as Ryan Huber steps in. Takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 to Huber, up and in, 2-0. Huber took a walk in his first AB. Two up, just missed, 3-0. Murr looking a lot to that slider early on here. And let's see where he goes on 3-0. The 3-0 offering just misses outside, and Huber takes another walk, and that will bring up Matt Askew. Askew, the lefty, swinging lefty, fouls that one off. 0-1. Askew, a rare breed in Colony Wiffleball, as very few lefties. However, Zach Barr, the rookie, his teammate, is another one of them. As Askew takes the slider right down the middle, 0-2. Goes straight on first after Huber took the walk. Askew at the plate. 0-2. Curveball misses. 1-2. First time we've seen Murr feature that this afternoon. Relied a lot on that slider from the sidearm angle. Goes back to it there and just misses up. 2-2. .72-degree, partly cloudy day here. Once again, a gorgeous day for wiffleball from the backyard of Iliadis Field as Matt takes the ball upstairs, and he's worked himself full 3-2. No one out, runner on first. The 3-2 for Murr. Just hits the outside corner, and he gets Askew looking one away. So that brings up Zach Barr, the rookie, swings and misses 0-1. And as we talked a little bit about earlier, Barr threw all 10 innings in last night's marathon Game 2 doubleheader. Swings at that one, 0-2. An impressive outing for the rookie. All 10 innings, only allowed 4 hits, 5 walks, had 9 strikeouts. Didn't allow a run in his first pitching outing of his Colony Wiffleball career, as he swings at that one, fouls it away, remains 0-2. The 0-2 hits the outside corner, strike 3. And Barr goes down looking, and we head to the bottom of the second. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left for the Dodgers in the top of the second, and it remains 2-0. So we'll talk a little bit about last night's Game 2 while we have the chance, and it was a pitcher's duel for the first 9+ innings. But eventually the Diamondback starter Josh Howland just ran out of gas in the 10th. He went 9 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned, 9 walks with 13 strikeouts. And then myself, Jason Polatsky, ended up coming in for Josh in the 10th after he ultimately just ran out of gas. 1 inning, 1 hit, a strikeout, as it was a marathon Game 2. Like we said, originally was scheduled only for 1 game, but both teams decided we would play another. It was still fairly early after game one, only went by in about 45 minutes, and it was a nice night. Don't think any of us were really expecting a second game to go 10 innings though, as Askew's first offering to Mike Iliadis is a ball 1-0. On tap for a doubleheader today here from Iliadis Field. Game one right now. Game two will be coming up later on as Mike fouls that one off 1-1. There will be some games tomorrow, we believe. We just don't know who or when, but stay tuned to our social media accounts for that information as we look to get some Memorial Day wiffle going as Mike takes the inside slider on the inside elbow now, 2-1. The 2-1 from Askew. 3-1 as Mike holds back there, doesn't swing at the inside slider. And the 3-1. Up and in, ball 4. So that brings up Pat Lash, the number 4 hitter for the Yankees today, as he takes the ball inside 1-0. He's 0 for 0 with a walk, and you look at every team in this league, having Pat Lash as your number 4 is a pretty good luxury that the Yankees have, as he takes the 1-0 on the inside arm, now 2-0. As the 2-0 is outside 3-0. A deep lineup the Yankees have with the core 4 that they had today is Pat takes the 3-0, ball 4. So that will bring Zach Keen up. A walk, a fly out in his first 2 ABs. As the first pitch from Askew just misses. They will call it a strike, all right. 0-1. And the 0-1 gets a swing and a miss from Keen, 0-2. The lefty-righty matchup. Askew on the mound, Keen at the plate. Ball inside, 1-2. 2-0 the score. Bottom of the second here from Iliadis Field. Beautiful day, Josh, for some wiffle ball. 73 degrees, partly cloudy, a slight breeze. Humidity is low. As Keen fouls that one off, and it will stay 1-2. Hard to ask for some better weather for some wiffle ball this afternoon. We look to replicate it tomorrow as well when we get some Memorial Day wiffle going, as Keen looks at that one outside, high and high, 2-2. We look to get the schedule for tomorrow's action tonight. Still trying to work out the kinks for availability and otherwise tomorrow, as Keen grounds that one up the middle. Askew flips to Huber for the out. So second and third, 1 out. Murr steps to the plate as Askew gets a swing and a miss, 0-1. A big opportunity here for Murr with runners in scoring position, 1 man down. An opportunity to help himself here and give himself some run support. Already up 2-0 as he takes the ball 1-1. Murr last year in his 23 games hit .370 with a .577 on base percentage and 10 home runs, so he does possess the power as he swings through that one, 1-2. 50 ribs 48 walks with a 707 slugging percentage as the 1-2 from Askew. Just misses inside. A great take for Murr there, 2-2. Memorial Day slugfest tomorrow, Josh. Yeah, that looks to be the hope, as I think we hope to get all 4 teams in action at one point or another. The 2-2 fouled. Is going to go fair. Askew flips it, held onto his hand, stuck in his hand as he tried to flip it to Huber, but ended up flipping it to Barr as the soft grounder that went up the line that almost went foul turns into a 2-run single. So Murr helps himself with the 2 RBI single as a 2-0 game turns into a 4-0 game as Mike takes the ball 1-0. Just a quick rule clarification there that Matt was asking for. So it was a soft grounder up the line. It was before the pool, where the pool would be before the first and third base kind of horizontal line that goes across the field as the 1-0. Mike is the ball 2-0. Usually that would be an automatic out if there's no movement from any player except a reactionary step, but Askew played it as he misses inside 3-0. But since he played it, the ball is live. So Keene scampered home from third, and then since he tried to play, he tried to flip it to Huber, but just stuck in his hand and ended up going all the way out to Barr here in center field as he walks Mike on 4 pitches. And the Yankees threaten again with runners in scoring position. Look to continue to add on to their 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. The first pitch to Pat is a ball, 1-0. Pat 0 for 0 with a pair of walks here this afternoon. Misses inside 2-0. A year ago in 45 games, Pat put up 22 homers and 89 RBIs with a 464 average, a 593 OBP, and a career year for the righty as he takes the ball 3-0. Took 84 walks as well. Takes a strike, 3-1. 6 doubles, 124 hits, and 109 runs for Mr. Lash as he gets the 3-1 from Askew. Just misses. Up and out for a ball, and the bases are loaded as Murr calls ghost at third, heads in, and Keene will step up to the plate. So base is full for Keene. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out so far today. As first pitch misses outside, 1-0. Keene last year in 32 games hit .478 with a 600 OBP as he takes that one right off the elbow, 2-0. Hit 7 homers to go with 60 RBIs and 49 walks to bring his on base to 600 and a 621 slugging as he takes ball 3-0. 4-0 here in the bottom of the second from Iliadis Field as the 3-0 from Askew misses inside. Ball 4. So Murr will step up again. 1 for 2, a walk, strikeout, and a single as he looks to continue to give himself some more run support. Have a 2 RBI soft grounding single as he takes the ball 1-0. Askew still trying to find the strike zone here in the bottom of the second. Like we said, that will probably be the case for a lot of players here in the early season, just trying to find a rhythm as Murr takes the one off the ribs, 2-0. Bases loaded. Full of Yankees for Mike Murray as the 2-0. Just outside 3-0. The 3-0 misses outside, ball 4. And it's 6-0 Yankees. Mike grounds to the left side and everyone is safe. So first pitch swinging, Mike taking advantage of a good pitch while he has it as the bases remain loaded with 1 away. As Pat Lash will step in again. No official ABs on the afternoon, just 3 walks. As Pat swings through the first strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Askew. Grounded to the right side. Huber bobbles and tags out Iliadis for the second out. So the Yankees get 5 runs in the bottom of the second.
I hate this guy. I want it on record. I hate my ace.
Hate your ace.
I hate him.
All right.
Absolutely. I want it on record. I think he looks funny. He's got a stupid hat. And he's tall, so that just makes him even weirder.
Interesting tactic from Mr. Iliadis, trash talking his ace starter Mike Murray in between innings.
It's like Horace Grant to me.
Wow, the Horace Grant of Colony Wiffleball is Mike Murray, according to Mike. As Iliadis, Mr. Mike will sub himself out. Keane take the outfield for the top of the third. Thank you, ML Wiffleball, Major League Wiffleball. I appreciate the compliment. Ghost in question there, possible. Might have been safe at first. Correct, Josh. He would have been safe, I would imagine, considering Mike wouldn't have been tagged out. But yeah, he would have been safe. As the first pitch for Murr is a ball 1-0. Huber, no official ABs, just a pair of walks early on as we're in the top of the third inning here at Iliadis Field. As Huber swings through that one, 1-1. Askew having a hard time finding the zone for the Dodgers here. But Murr doing a little bit of a better job. 15 balls to 14 strikes, so he's about 50-50 as he misses inside 2-1. Thing with Murr, though, he is taking advantage of the strikeout. He's got 3 so far, as Huber takes another ball, 3-1. So when he is throwing strikes, he's throwing them to the same batters. 3 strikeouts all looking, including Zach Barr with a pair in his first 2 ABs. As Huber fouls that one off. Was hunting for a good pitch on 3-1. Looks like he got it but just missed, and it's 3-2. 7-0 top of the third. Iliadis Field, Yankees and Dodgers as the Yankees begin their 2020 campaign. Huber swings and misses at that one, strike 3. The 4th strikeout for Mr. Murr in his 5 outs. So that will bring up Matt Askew, who's 1 for 2 today. A single and a strikeout as he looks at that one. Now 1-0. A single in the first, a strikeout in the second. And he gets his third AB here in the third. The 1-0 from Murr is grounded to the left side, and a single from Mr. Askew. He goes to 2 and 3 on the day. A well-placed single with only 2 fielders except for the pitcher. To the left side, a very hard play to make. As Zach Barr now steps in, looks at a strike going 1. Because the Dodgers only have 3 players, the Yankees are only allowed 3 in the field, including the pitcher, so no third baseman for the Yankees, at least in game 1. Don't believe we're getting a 4th Dodger for game 2, so it should be the same in the back half of the doubleheader as Barr holds on that 1-1. The 1-1. Up and away, 2-1. Barr takes another look at that one. That's 3-1. Thank you all tuning in. We got a few viewers on both Facebook and Instagram. We thank you guys for checking out Colony Wiffleball on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in upstate New York. Wherever you're tuning in from, we appreciate it as Zach looks at that one now, 3-2. Like we said, a perfect afternoon for wiffleball or whatever you decide to do outside today. We thank you for taking some time out and checking out game 1 of the doubleheader between the Yankees and the Dodgers as Murr, an unbelievable slider, hits the outside corner for a strike, and that sets the Yankees down in the top of the third. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. As we go to the bottom of the third, the Yankees lead 7-0. So bottom of the third, Zach Keane steps in to lead it off for the Yankees as Askew with a good looking strike right down the middle, 0-1. Keane 0 for 2, a walk, fly out, a ground out, and another walk in his 4 at-bats this afternoon as Keane takes the slider inside, 1-1. As Huber gives a groan over at first base, just when you thought Askew had the strike to him. He seems to lose it just as quick, but still looking to find it here in the bottom of the third as the 1 wins inside now, 2-1. Askew will be the guy the Dodgers turn to for all 5 innings of game 1, and Huber will be the same for game 2 as Zach Barr seemingly unavailable after throwing 10 innings last night as Keane fouls that one 2-2. The 2-2 from Askew. Popped in the right. Lands. We're going to get a judgment. Just foul, looks like. Hit the tree. Right down the first base line. And landed right on the line. Seemingly just foul as Keane will step in for the 2-2 again. Keen wanted that one, but good hold as he works the count full. Now 3-2. The full count offering fouled away. And a battle brewing here between Keen and Askew to begin the bottom of the third. The 3-2 again. Hits the zone. Strike 3. So Askew with a good battle there. Looking to change his fortunes here in the third inning as he gets his first strikeout of the 2020 season, one away. Murr steps in, takes the ball 1-0. Murr 1 for 2, a single, a pair of walks in his 4 ABs in the first 2 innings, and has given himself some good run support as the opposing starter, as another miss, is now 2-0. Three RBIs for Mr. Murray as the Yankees hold a 7-0 lead as he swings through that one, 2-1. The 2-1 from Askew, just outside, 3-1. Try to go to the backdoor slider, did not hit the zone. And Murr puts himself in a good position, 3-1. Askew misses inside, and Murr will take first once again. His third walk of the ballgame. Fourth time he's been on after his early single, as that will bring up Mike Iliadis, who this afternoon is 1 for 1, a single, a trio of walks, takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. The 80th pitch of the afternoon from Matt Askew is a ball, 2-0. The 2-0. Hit the hand. Did not go. 3-0. Mike last year, 582, 38 homers, 155 RBIs. Far and away the most in the league by 19 over the second place Anthony Gaddani, who had 136 as Mike takes ball 4. So that will bring up Pat once again. Runners in scoring position as the Yankees look to threaten once again. Pat, a half swing through that one. 0-1. The 0-1, way inside, 1-1. The 1-1 from Askew hits the top of the zone, 1-2. And he's ahead once again. Swing and a miss from Askew. And the Yankees turn 2. So no runs in the bottom of the third for the Yankees as we get our first scoreless full inning as we head to the top of the fourth. Dodgers down to their final 4 outs. Trying to come back from a 7-0 deficit in game 1. Looking around the league as the 2020 season has just gotten underway. The Dodgers off to a 2-0 start. Tied with the Pirates at 2-0, each with an 1,000 win percentage top the standings through their first 2 games of the season. The Diamondbacks 0-4 after a rough start. Very early in the season, though, as the first pitch to Huber is a ball 1-0. This is the Yankees' first game, so they are 0-0. As the 1-0 to Huber is a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 to Huber, just inside 2-1. Huber 0 for 1 with a pair of walks.
Make sure when the game is done, before you click anything, hit upload in HD and then hit save.
On what?
My phone on the Facebook broadcast.
Okay.
And then on Pat's phone, hit share to Instagram.
Okay.
So that it's there.
Okay.
Because all those games that I put on your phone yesterday,
Yeah.
I'll upload it to Instagram TV so now you can go back and
Right. Got it.
So now, and then if by saving it to my phone in HD, I can go through it and click it.
Okay. Gotcha. The 2-2 from Huber flied into right field, but foul. Put a drive into that one. And we'll do the 2-2 once again. The offering from Mike Murray inside hits Huber 3-2. Huber swings through that one, strike 3. A nice curveball there from Murr. His 6th strikeout of the afternoon. Matt Askew steps in, and Askew putting together a nice afternoon, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles as he fouls that one. 0-1. Askew with a little bit of a tough start to the season. Swings through that one. 0-2. Only 154. 2 for 13 last night. Did hit a home run though in the 10th inning of Game 2, and also has 3 RBIs to his name as he swings through that one. Strike 3. So Murr with a pair of strikeouts in the top of the 4th. And the lead remains 7-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Yankees lead 7-0. So Murr, only 51 pitches in his 4 innings of work. 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 walks, no runs. Matt Askew through his 3 innings, 86 pitches, 7 runs, 3 Ks, 12 walks. Still trying to find the strike zone. So Keane will lead it off here for the Yankees as he takes ball 1 and out. Keane 0 for 3, a pair of walks. Looking to get something started here in the bottom of the 4th as he fouls that one off the hands almost. 1-1. The 1-1 from Askew is a ball. 2-1. That one inside, 3-1 the count now. As Keane looks to get on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. the 3-1 offering. Inside, hits him on the football 4. And the Yankees with their leadoff base runner on base, leadoff hitter on base once again. In the first, Keane did lead off to begin the game. Mike with a walk to begin the second. And then in the third inning, Keane did strike out. So 3 of the 4 innings, they have begun the inning with a runner on base, and each of the 2 innings that they have scored in, they put the leadoff runner on. So good position for the Yankees to extend the lead here, 7-0 in the bottom of the 4th, as the 1-1 from Askew. Low and inside, 2-1. The 2-1 just outside, 3-1. The 3-1 from Askew, inside, ball 4. So Keane will move to second. Murr will be at first. And Mike Iliadis will step up 1 for 1 with 4 walks so far today. Been very patient at the plate, not trying to chase anything as he looks at the ball. 1-0. We very briefly touched on Mike's stats earlier. He went for a .582 average with 38 and 155 a year ago, as he takes a look at a strike on the inside. 1-1. Hit for a 1.040 slugging, the only full-time player in the league last year to hit for a slugging percentage over 1,000, as he takes a look at a strike now, 1-2. Did hit for the highest OBP with a 669, and also scored the most runs with 128 in his 50 games last year, as he takes a strike 3 on the inside corner, looking for the first out. Askew's 4th strikeout of the afternoon on pitch number 100, as the first pitch pass ball low, 1-0. The 1-0 from Askew. Hit off the hands, grounded to Askew, and he tries to flip to get Keane and misses, but Keane will stay at third. So a soft grounder to the third base side of the mound. As the bases are loaded, as there was a ghost runner on the first for Zach Keane. The first pitch swung on and missed 0-1. Would have been a really tough play for Askew to get Pat at first, especially considering he does throw left-handed. So to field that and turn and make the throw in such a short amount of time would have been a tough play, as he gets Keane looking, 0-2. Not a bad play to try and flip to get the out of third, but unfortunately just didn't get it, as the 0-2 offering to Keane swung on and fouled off the K zone, so technically a caught foul tip. And Askew holds the Yankees scoreless in the bottom of the first, but they have some work to do as we head to the top of the 5th inning and trail 7-0. So Murr will look to put the bow tie on this one, as it will be Barr, Huber, and Askew. The order for the Dodgers in the top of the 5th. Zach Barr 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Huber 0 for 2 with a pair of walks and a pair of strikeouts. And Matt Askew alone 2 hits for the Dodgers, a pair of singles to go with his 2 strikeouts. What was that? 7-0 the score, Donnie, as we head to the top of the 5th. 7-0 Yankees, I should say. As the first pitch from Murr swung out and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. The overhand curveball fouled. 101. Interesting that Keen is tuning in on Facebook, although he is in the ballpark this afternoon, but we say hi to him anyway. Murr going to the curve again. Misses low 1-2. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. And Murr is 1 out away from the 2-hit shutout this afternoon in Game 1. The first pitch to Ryan Huber fouled off 0-1. Huber 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts, a pair of walks. That is the 0-1 from Murr. Curveball again, 1-1. Murr only 57 pitches through his 4.5 innings of work so far. Looking to put a wrap on this one and get the Yankees 2020 season started off on the right foot. As the 1-1 just inside, 2-1. The 2-1 inside, now 3-1. The 3-1 from Murr in there for a strike. And it's 3-2. The 3-2 from Murr. Up and in, ball 4. And the Dodgers aren't done yet, as Matt Askew will step to the plate. Askew 2 for 4, a pair of singles, a pair of strikeouts. With a runner on first, 1 out. Swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. Line off the wire in right field. In for a single, so a nice line drive from Askew. Keeps the line moving as Zach Barr will step in and try to keep the Dodgers alive here in the top of the 5th. Askew will take a seat, ghost runner on first, Huber on second, as Askew fouls that one off the hands. That one doesn't feel good, as Murr, I think, has found a niche here against Barr, at least for his scout. Likes to run that slider in, and then once he does that, throws a pitch just like that, hits the outside edge. As the 0-2 from Murr inside on Barr. Now 1-2. Runners on first and second. One man out, top of the fifth. Strike three, looking. And that does it for today's ball game. So game one is in the books. Yankees win 7-0. 59 minutes, an economical game one. Game two will be underway in just a few minutes. So if you are tuning in on Facebook or Instagram, stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be back.
Very good. Good game. All good?
Yep.
Got it saved?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Instagram TV. It says delete this video.
Do you have the same Instagram?
Yeah, I hit the save button first, so you should be good.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what am I doing up here, Mike?
So you finished it, right?